move to the Middle East. The situation in Gaza is still intense, Sir David Lamy, and the ceasefire agreement has been delayed. What's the UK's vision to achieve peace in Gaza?
Well, we have been calling for a ceasefire since December of last year. We want to see that ceasefire. We want to see a hostage deal. We want to see the intolerable suffering of the people of Gaza come to an end and a surge in aid. And we are pressing, and I will be going on to Israel to speak to the leadership in Israel to see if we can bridge the gap. We must bring this devastating war to an end.
Is it big gap now?
Well, I think there has been progress. I think we are close to a deal. And it will be interesting to be in Israel and to speak to the foreign minister and others to see if we can bridge that gap and make that deal happen over the coming days.
Yeah. Foreign Secretary, let's move to Lebanon. With the election of Joseph Aoun as president to Lebanon, how the UK view this development in Lebanon, and what can you do to help the stability in this country?
Well, I've been to Lebanon twice in this last period. It's very important that the ceasefire holds. It's fragile, but I welcome the election of a new president and the stability it will bring to the region. We in the UK have done all we can to support the Lebanese armed forces. We support, of course, this ceasefire. We were the first Western government to call for a ceasefire. Lebanon is a beacon of multiculturalism in the region. Very important in Levant. I will continue to do all I can to support their progress, particularly their economic progress over this next period.
Mr. David Lamy, with the changes in the leadership in Syria after the fall of Bashar al-Assad regime, how do you see the new administration in Damascus?
Well, look, let me begin by thanking Saudi Arabia for convening foreign ministers from across the Arab world, but of course also myself, the High Representative of the EU, my German counterpart and others coming here to Saudi Arabia because it's hugely important that we work together to secure the peace and to secure the opportunity that we now have in Syria. What we want to see is an inclusive government, all minorities respected. Again, this is very fragile indeed. The economy is struggling. There are security issues in Syria at this time. So I'm looking forward to meeting for the first time with the new foreign minister of Syria and looking into his eyes and discussing these really important issues about an inclusive government that really bridges the divides and can move Syria forward. It's in the Middle East interest that Syria is a success, and the people of Syria who've put up with so much deserve nothing less than that.
Mr. Foreign Secretary, will we see you soon in Damascus then?
Well, look, we will judge the new leadership and ATS by their actions, not their words. And therefore, let us see where we get to over the coming months. It's very important that I'm meeting with the Foreign Minister here today in Riyadh.
Excellent. Let's move to the relation between United States and the United Kingdom. With the re-election of Donald Trump, what is the future of the relation between the two countries?
Well, look, I met with Donald Trump back in September. He was a very gracious host, and I want to emphasize that the United Kingdom and the US have a special relationship. It's a relationship built on our close defense cooperation. You know, we have 11,000 troops based in the United Kingdom. It's a relationship built on tremendous intelligence capability. And it doesn't just keep our countries safe, it keeps the global community safe. This is a very tough time with war in Europe and huge challenges here in the Middle East. So for all of those reasons, I'm looking forward to working with the new administration, my counterpart, Senator Rubio particularly, and to bring peace to the world, but it will be peace through strength.